Hello everyone, and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Leaf. Welcome, Amiibo! I don't rightly know what we're gonna do today. We're gonna do something. We're gonna water our flowers. I didn't plant our flowers yesterday, did I? No. No, I didn't. We'll, plant that there. I really should have done that. I didn't. I'm not the smartest. Ooh, Crazy Red is in town. Suppose that means I should pull up my Crazy Red guide so I do not get crazy ripped off. Because I don't know famous art. You'd think, given, you know, real life Sapphire's an artist, I would know, like, possibly know at least classical art, but it's not really her forte, so, you know. I mean, it's nice to look at, but I did not mean to get on the stump. And yes, that was me pulling up the page while continuing to talk, because I can do that. I have two screens, it's great. Hello, Red. Last time I was here was last time you were here, my man. Okay. Let's see. Where is this one? Shell is upside down. That's fake. Headpiece is wrong color. Got some Bubalia action going on. I don't know if she has long hair, so that's not it. So this is the correct statue. Of course it'd be this one. How is this one wrong? Oh, it's if there's only one child instead of two. It's quite amazing. Yeah, it is. I'll take it. I know there are some people that actually like collect the fake artwork, and I might start doing that if we get through all of the artwork, or like if we get to a point where there's the proper painting is one that we already own, because there are some of them that like I could see having them around as decoration. Got a lot of flowers to water. One of these days, I'm just gonna set the town ordinance to be Beautiful Town. That's not what it's called, at least I'm pretty sure. But y'all know what I mean by that, of like, the ordinance that flowers just never wilt. It's so convenient. Gabby! How's your morning, Pookie? Hope it's great. What do you want to talk about? Want to chat? Hey, I've been wondering what you've been doing at your place lately. Love to come check it out today. How about it? Sounds great, but when? Busy until 9. That's like 45 minutes from now, and I was actually kind of thinking of going to the island, so it's going to cut away soon. Could I manage this? Because I kind of want to do it, but at the same time, like, I'd have to set it later to be sure, and then I'd have to be recording later, and I'm already tired. So, no, I'm sorry, Gabby. No, I want to do it, I just want to do it, like, right now. It's not that I don't want you to visit, it's just I want the visit to be now, not later. Because, yeah, I am a bit tired, because my cat decided to be a real pain in the butt, and basically kept me awake most of the night. And then a mix of YouTube and Windows also woke me up through the night, so that was great. Because I had noticed before I went to bed that even though I had disabled Windows Update for the 3rd time on my computer, that there was an update waiting to be downloaded. It was an update that seems to only serve the purpose of putting some AI bloatware onto your computer. That I have now gone through the effort of removing. It's not removed, but it's disabled, which is close, I guess. I wish I could just remove it. There we go. But, there's a thing, I don't know if I ever mentioned it in these videos, but I know I've mentioned it on my stream a fair bit. No, I know I have mentioned it here. I cannot sleep in silence. So imagine what happens when my computer randomly restarts in the middle of the night. I'm suddenly sleeping in silence. And that causes my brain to go into something is wrong mode. Because, you know, obviously something has to be wrong. There's no noise anymore. Normally that means the power is out. And I'll just, like, roll over and turn my phone on. But if the power is still on, you know. Sapphire will be setting up a collection gyroid for a new works project. Yeah, we've done that. I wonder if that's made any money so far. Probably not. But, yeah. That ended up waking me up. Rasher, I will talk to you in a moment. But also, I ended up getting woken up by just simply YouTube deciding to not play my playlist. Because that's fun. As far as I can figure, that's part of their new anti-ad blocker stuff, is basically making their website more crap if you're using an ad blocker. But it's kind of having the opposite effect that Google is probably desiring. It's not making me want to stop using my ad blocker. Nothing's going to make me want to stop using my ad blocker. All it's making me want to do is not use their website anymore. And I say that. It's not like I would stop uploading. Because, quite simply, uploading to YouTube, yeah, that uses up YouTube's bandwidth. That basically costs them money. So, you know, I'm perfectly happy doing that, as they're going to keep giving me a crap product. Then, yeah, I'll quite happily keep draining away some of their billions and billions of dollars while they fight to get maybe $1 million or so more. Hello, Rasher. Full of peppers early in the mornings. Why? Need something? We'll chat. I think I'm moving just 4 days, so it makes me feel all sad inside. It's not like me at all, gahaha. Take care, my man. Yeah, thanks. Know we'll be saying our goodbyes soon, but I hope you'll stick by my side till then. I will, my friend. I will. But, like, what I'll probably end up doing is just downloading the videos that I normally put on and just playing them from my computer. Because, like, I don't even know fully what YouTube is doing, other than it'll just simply, once it ends a video, randomly through your playlist. And this isn't like the normal, are you still watching? It just suddenly stops. Like, it will not progress to the next video. It'll just be a complete black screen with not even any recommendations. How awesome, it's Dr. S. Pretty great morning we're having, wouldn't you say, Spook? So anyway, what's up? Let's talk. This is bad. Got a package that was meant for Gabby, and I really want to open it and see what's inside, but that would be wrong. You have to help me resist the temptation to snoop, Dr. S. Please take this package away from me and deliver it. I'm on it, my man. Man, I was gonna, like, cut away. I might just do a longer video today. I might still cut away, because we still need to find fossils. And, you know, deal with the snowman and all that. But now I'm ranting. Hello, Gabby. What a morning. Delivery time. Package. FedEx. Ah, that's where my package wound up. Over at Jeremiah's house. Now, what was I expecting again? Totally thought this package was last forever, so I ordered it again. I'll need 2 of these. Here, if you like buying it for me, let's say 262 bells. It's a shirt. I'll buy it. Thanks a bunch. And shirt. Yep, red flannel. Fits with the hat, but I prefer the comfy sweater. But yeah, it's one of those things of... I don't think YouTube realizes that people who are quite content to use ad blockers are content to continue using ad blockers and just finding ways around their restrictions. Hello there, Steven. Running into you is always a nice surprise. What would you like to talk about? Want to chat? You know, it tastes great right now. A cherry. I saw a tree full of them earlier today, and my mouth just started watering. They looked so yummy. But I was in a hurry, so I didn't have time to take one. Hey, maybe you could pick one for me? What do you say? Sure. I can manage that, Claudia. I think there's a ground cherry just down here. Oh, hey, Jeremiah. What's up? I delivered it. Right, thanks for delivering that to Gabby. So, how'd it go? Not like this. What? So Gabby'd already bought a new one? I guess I was too slow. Darn. That's alright, Jeremiah. Yeah, there's a ground cherry. Ground cherry. Now, where did Claudia get off to? Animals are so fast. There she is. Hello again, aren't you busy? Something you wanted? I brought it. Could this be my fruit? Yeah, it is. It was on the ground, but you know, still good. This is so juicy. I can't believe how wonderful it tastes. I need to thank you. Here's a pot rack. Okay. We could actually, like, give that to Rasher. I mean, I'm sure he could use it when he's moving, so... Like, I think I've mentioned before a lot of my reasons for using an ad blocker. And, like... The ironic thing is, if I could be given a level of confidence by... you know, YouTube or Google. It's more accurate to say Google. Well, more accurate to say Alphabet. That ads are going to actually be 1, relevant, 2, sparse, 3, not malicious in any way whatsoever, I would consider turning off my ad blocker. But the problem is, that's not how ads work here on YouTube. Any of you who don't have an ad blocker would know this very well. Ads are numerous, tend to not be very appropriate to your interests or even just you in general. The number of times I've seen people reporting receiving not safe for work advertisements is pretty high. Ooh, we got some gold today. And as much as I haven't heard of this for a while, I honestly don't believe that Alphabet has managed to actually clear out all of the malicious advertising that used to go on through general Google Ads. Simply because that would require them to vet every advertisement, and that's just not feasible. It'd be the same as expecting them to vet every single YouTube video. It's not feasible. I don't hold them accountable for that, but I don't want to deal with it. That's the thing. I do not wish to put my computer at risk because they want a couple cents. Yeah. Because I'm not clicking on their ad anyway. Which is another thing that companies kind of need to realize. I am not going to click on your ad. Like, even when it is something that I'm actually interested in, I don't click on the ad. And I've probably already known about whatever it is. Through simply being interested. Like, it's one of those things of like, I'll just give a decently easy example because it's very fitting. The only sort of advertisement I would need for, say, a new Animal Crossing game would be Nintendo releasing a trailer onto their YouTube channel. That's all the advertising I would need. Because I'm interested in Animal Crossing. Okay, before we finish the snowman, let's roll our snowmen. I'm still gonna go to the island today, it'll just probably be a bit of a longer day. What we got, snowman? Single digit. Probably gonna be a 6. Because the snowmen like trolling me. No, it's 9. Wow. This is... Bingo! Curling stone. Oh boy, it's my national sport. I'm so excited. Hey, we have 9. Like, it's one of those things of like, the people who use ad blockers are very likely the people that just simply are not going to... Are you gonna roll 9 as well? Okay, for a second I thought he was going to. Like, they're not the people that are going to be susceptible to advertising. Like, they're using the ad blocker to get away from advertising because they simply do not care. Like, there is a time and place for advertising, but advertising is most effective in 2 places. One, when you don't know you're being advertised to. So, you know, you're watching a TV show and they crack open a delicious can of soda. You're gonna be like, man, that looks like a good can of soda. And you're gonna be more likely to be interested in getting a can of soda. That's advertising when you don't know you're being advertised to. They're still advertising to you. That is still very intentional. But they're not letting you know you're being advertised to, because that might sour your opinion on that delicious soda. The other time advertising is effective is when it's actually relevant to you. Wow, these are all single digit. Like, once again, people watching this video, I'm positive if you saw an advertisement for Animal Crossing, you're probably gonna be like, oh man, Animal Crossing. That's pretty cool. Meanwhile, hello Gabby. You're interrupting my rant. This might sound sort of crazy, but there was a lab accident and a bunch of beakers blew up. And you had to shovel there and it changed. What would you want? Super pink shovel. Me too, I love pretty things. No wonder we get along so well, Pookie. Okay, let's go get these fossils developed. But like, if you're interested in a topic, like Animal Crossing, you're probably already following Nintendo. Which then can cause advertising you didn't know you were being advertised for. Oh, hello, Carlos. Hola, come here, lot genius. So I'm up on chat. There's so many shops in the area, almost feels like we're throwing parties all year long. kind of does. Of, you know, say you go to look for new Animal Crossing trailer and end up finding a Splatoon 3 trailer. Well, now you might take a peek at Splatoon 3. That is much more effective marketing than just throwing advertisements in your face all the time for things that you don't care about. Which is kind of why companies have moved towards, like, tracking your movements to try to advertise to you better. But the problem with doing that is it doesn't take into consideration that some things you look at, you may not actually be interested in. You might find whatever it is, you know, absurd. We only have 2 spaces. I could make an extra space. I just want to deal with our flower shop now, so... But, like, it's just one of those things of, like... Just think of all the random-ass commercials you see on TV. For, like, this body spray, that body spray, this shampoo, this makeup, that makeup. How many of those have you actually seen the commercial and was like, yeah, I'll give that a try? Like, maybe it's just me being a guy. Maybe, because I know my audience, because YouTube's giving me this analytic again. My audience is predominantly female. So, maybe it's different for y'all. But when I go to, say, buy deodorant, I buy the cheapest one that smells alright. That's how I shop. I don't bother with this brand or that brand. It's what's on sale, what's the cheapest, what doesn't give me a headache to smell. Because that's also a thing. I have a perfume allergy. I don't handle odors well. I'm the type of person that is the reason why you're not supposed to have strong odors on when you go into public places. You know. You can legitimately cause me extreme discomfort and migraines from your choice of perfume. So, you know, consider that one. God, that was always so annoying going through school. All the girls that were like, man, I want this horrifically bad-smelling perfume because it'll make all the boys love me or whatever. And then you'd also have the guys who are like, man... Like, that's one thing. Advertising works really well on younger people. And I can say this with confidence because of having been at school. All of the guys are like, man, we had to have Axe body spray. It's like, you really don't. And that was one thing I knew I wasn't alone on. I don't think there was a single girl at the school that was like, oh man, love the smell of Axe. It was usually, man, I wish so-and-so would stop using Axe. Like... The stuff is horrific. Which is also why there's a lot of regulations nowadays around advertising during children's programming. Because children are easy to advertise to. Now, let's get a move on to the island. I'll probably only do, like, a full basket load. But I don't even know what I'll do. I might actually just, like, bug hunt or something. I don't know. Just need to make some money so we can fund that bridge. Hello, Cap'n. I missed. Yeah, I'll go, Cap'n. But, like, it's... Once again, maybe it's just me, but, like, I don't... I don't truly believe that there's that many people who were like, oh man, Old Spice. I saw their commercials, they're funny. Like, I mean, yeah, they're kind of funny. I should let Captain sing, though. You're not wrong, Captain. Word to the wise, it be taking more than kindness to be a man. Did I read that right? Yar, we be landing soon. Then again, I also, like, when it comes to advertising, I know that, like, there are family friends and family members of mine that, like, are very much brand loyal. Okay, we do got some bugs. Yeah, I'll grab the regular tools. So, like, why did I grab the shovel? I'm not very smart. Okay. Wetsuit on. We got a new bug right here. Bam. Caught a snail. So that's immediately something new. So that's pretty neat. There's not going to be any butterflies today. I'm pretty confident of that. So we'll be doing predominantly fishing. Like, I apologize if this topic is, like, not interesting to any of you, but, like, I just figured I would explain why I'm tired, and then I got into this whole rant as to out advertising. I will say, it does honestly bother me to see people be like, man, ad blockers are piracy. Whoops. Like, yes, me not wanting to potentially subject my computer to horrific things and watch your video for, you know, your free video without being subjected to advertising. That's totally piracy. Like, okay, Linus. It's actually something Linus Tech Tips said at one point. Along with trying to argue that there was no legitimate reason to use an ad blocker. It's like, no, there's plenty of legitimate reasons. I mean, that can simply just come down to, like, I know someone who has quite the phobia of anything medical. Think for a moment how many advertisements you see in the run of a day that contain medical things. Should this person be forced to be uncomfortable and, you know, potentially have to turn off and reset their devices just to make themselves feel comfortable again so that you can make a penny? If that, it's a fraction of a penny. Like, I don't think that person deserves to have to go through that just so you can make an absolute minuscule fraction of a penny. But maybe that's just me. Like, Because that's another thing that I've seen people get very confused about. Though, a lot of it comes from Spotify, and people on Spotify kind of not lying to you, but diluting the truth. And that's that, oh man, artists are so underpaid because don't you know they only make a tiny fraction of a penny per listen of their song. Yet when you do out the math for CPM, which is effectively, in regular person speak, CPM is how much you make per 1,000 ad impressions. So in this case, per 1,000 listens. Their CPM lines up pretty well with the average online CPM of about $4 per 1,000 views. Which, if you take that, you can get... It's not an accurate thing. Some people get more, some people get less. This is an average. But you can take that rough $4 per 1,000 and apply it to literally any of your favorite YouTube creators, and that's what they're making. Roughly. So, you know, I've had, if I remember right, I think it's like 2,500-ish views in the last 28 days. If I had advertising, if I had the ability to monetize my channel, I would have made about $8. You know, it's that kind of thing. Redfish. What does it say? They're often rotten. Should be thrown back into the sea. But, like, that's something that always kind of annoys me, because, like, there's people who are like, man, we need to band together and demand that Spotify pays musicians more. It's like, okay, and where's that money supposed to come from? Because Spotify almost certainly pays people, one, for probably the right to have their music on the platform in the first place, but two, from advertisements and Spotify subscriptions. And, you know, if I don't know the pricing on Spotify subscriptions. I'm going to be real, I don't use Spotify. But even if we assume like $10 per month. Well, if you listen to, let's say, in that month, 50 different creators. Well, that's now 50 cents a creator from your subscription that they can pay out, regardless of how many times you've listened to a song. You know. Or not 50 cents. No, it would be 50 cents. Would it? Now I'm questioning my math. But you get the idea. Like, that kind of model doesn't work to pay people a lot of money. It gets them a lot of attention, and attention leads to money. Like, you know, let's use an on-topic a topical example. I'm pretty sure, though once again I don't know, I don't use Spotify, but I'm pretty sure Taylor Swift's music is on Spotify. She's also doing her big tour thingy. There's probably a lot of people who listen to her music religiously on Spotify, who then bought tickets to go see her live because they liked her music so much. So not only did she make that fraction of a penny per listen from that person listening on Spotify, but she also made the probably couple $100 for the tour ticket. You know? So, she's making money, and, you know, if she has CDs and stuff, then she's probably making money off that too. There's more to making money from music than just Spotify listens. But people get caught up on the CPM, and people also get caught up on misleading people with the CPM, which I don't like. I don't like people being misled. Especially when, like, this is a metric that's not terribly difficult to explain, I don't think. I just explained it to y'all. Like, individually, no. One listen, one view is nothing. That's because you're paid per 1,000. And sure, per 1,000 may sound like a lot. Yeah, barreled knife jaw. Use it to cut veggies. But, like, stop and consider for a moment. Let's use another example here. Markiplier. If he uploads a video within the first, let's say first hour, it's almost guaranteed to reach 100,000 viewers. So that works out to that first hour. That fish was a real jerk. If we take $4 CPM. So that's, you know, per 1,000. That's 100 instances of $4 in 1 hour. That's $400. So that gives a rough average for, you know, hour of video being up of $400 an hour until the views start tapering off. Which they will do after about a day or two. And they do slow after that first hour as well. But, like, that's the kind of thing that musicians are dealing with. Though musicians are also dealing with extra layers to this, and Spotify's getting the blame. Like, I remember seeing a little while back, Snoop Dogg was more or less complaining that he wasn't getting much money out of Spotify. And then the more I looked into it, it's not that Spotify isn't paying him. It's that the rights holders of his music are taking such a huge cut of it that he's getting nothing from it. If he was independent, he'd be getting plenty from Spotify. Which is also something most YouTubers could probably tell you. You know? Like, I don't know if they still go around, and I even forget the name of them. MCNs, multi-channel networks. Those used to be big on YouTube. Things like Machinima, where you would basically, if you were a content creator, you would apply to join them, and then you would get monetization through them. So basically, you would become an independent contractor for, say, Machinima. Machinima would take probably, I don't know the exact rates, but I'm just going to throw numbers out. If they're wrong, they're wrong. This is just example. I'm not saying this is exactly what Machinima itself was taking. But, you know, they would take around, let's say, 20%. 20 to 30%. And then you would get the remaining 70 to 80% of what you would get if you were independent. The bonus to doing that is that Machinima had contacts at YouTube. They had contacts up the chain that you would not have while you were independent. You were basically paying for the ability to have things resolved. That's what you were paying for. They would also help manage your stuff. Like, it was a service you were paying for, but you were gonna make less money if you wanted it. On the flip side, if you wanted to go fully independent, you would make more money, but you would have to work harder. Well, it sounds like that's kind of the exact same thing musicians have to deal with. Except music labels seem a lot greedier than MCNs were. But MCNs also had to keep their creators happy, or their creators could easily just jump ship and then the MCN falls apart, and yeah. As time has gone on, there isn't as much need for MCNs anymore. Even Nintendo used to have their own multi-channel network. You could apply to be a Nintendo content creator. They took something like 60%, but like, it was not a favorable thing. But it meant you could do anything Nintendo related and they would not claim your content. That was the big bonus there. Because that's also another thing MCNs would do, is they would help you fight content claims and such. I am really bad at fishing right now. And it's not really a shock that as MCNs have died, that the number of fraudulent content claims is going up. Like, I had to, a while back, sit and fight some, like, 30 to 35 content claims from a random person who was trying to claim Stab in the Sword of Justice from Star Ocean 2. Called a moray eel. I was like, no way, deal. I still don't overly get that. I'm guessing it's a deal or no deal reference. And, like, I disputed every claim, had to go through the entire dispute process for everything, risking the entire time this random person could have upheld the claim or escalated it to a strike. Just so that potentially in the future, should I ever get monetization on my channel, I can actually get monetization from my Star Ocean streams. Like, that's why I had to stop and do it. And that took, like, almost an hour and a half to get through all of the claims. And there's still some unresolved claims on my channel that I just haven't bothered to fight because I just can't be bothered. And they're not from companies that hold the rights to any of this stuff. Which is the frustrating part. And I'm undoubtedly not, I know I'm not the only content creator mentioning this stuff. Like, it's one of those things, if YouTube needs to really change in that regard, and if they would put the same effort into fixing their copyright system as they are into fighting ad blockers, YouTube would be a much better place for everybody. Whoops. Because, like, I have no issue if a rule be put in place tomorrow saying that I had to go through all of my descriptions and add, you know, basically the copyright details of whatever game I'm playing. I would have no issue with that if it meant that only the rights holders could actually claim or strike the content. You know? I wouldn't mind putting in the initial extra effort if it meant that my content, you know, would actually be protected. Keeping an eye on this eel. Damn it. They're so fast. And I'm sure most content creators would be in that boat. Really, I think the only ones that would have a problem with that are the ones that make content that would not be protected. Like, it is a fair thing to say that under the broad definitions of fair use, my playthrough of Animal Crossing here is protected under fair use laws. And given YouTube is an American company, I am protected by American fair use laws, even though I'm Canadian, and we actually don't have that up here. We have something that's slightly different. It's not the same, and it's definitely not as protective of smaller creators, but, you know. it does mean that, you know, my content, well, as mentioned, is protected. So, you know, say Nintendo couldn't well, they could come along and be like, hey, we own that. And my response can simply be, you know, what I'm doing is transformative. I am adding to this experience and transforming it from its original into something new and different. By adding my commentary, I am making it unique to me. There is no other experience you could get that's going to be identical to what I am providing. And what I'm providing is also not a complete one-to-one replacement for the original game. Because Animal Crossing, as much as, you know, it is a relaxing series to watch, it's also a really relaxing series to play, and is different to play and watch. It is a different experience. With, Star Ocean. Square Enix couldn't come along and be like, hey, well, they could. They could come along and be like, hey, that's ours. But I transformed the experience by adding commentary, making jokes. You know, it is a transformative experience. Now, there are people out there who will say, just take a video game OST and upload it. That's not transformative. I'm sorry, it's not. That is you taking the content, maybe extending it, quote unquote, and posting it and trying to make money off of it. That's not transformative. You are taking the exact OST from the product and uploading it and trying to make money from it as if it is your own original work. That's not how this works. Got a shark. I need to focus. Damn it. Ooh, another shark. Another chance. Damn it. I'm so bad at this. The faster fish just always get away. Man, I've rambled a long time today about copyright and such. All of this starting because I was explaining why I'm tired. Of which I am really feeling the tired. Like, it's... yeah. I'm gonna need to nap here, which is really, really annoying. Because, as I've mentioned even recently, these videos get recorded a day ahead of time. For me right now, it is the 14th. I don't really want to sleep through the entire day. I kind of wanted to spend the day with Real Life Sapphire. Flap flap! That made everything better. Also, because this is... Thursday? It's not gonna show me the time. Oh no. It's Thursday, right? Yes, okay. I'll probably be doing some streams this weekend of Splatoon 3 because there is a Splatfest. I'll also be doing streams on Splatoon 3 the 22nd and onward because DLC that I've already pre-ordered because it's Splatoon and I know I'm gonna love it. So if you guys ever wish to just kind of sit and interact with me live, that'll be the time to do it. It's also perfectly fine if none of you actually like want to watch Splatoon 3 stuff or anything. Like, that's perfectly fine. I don't expect anyone to... It's hard to say this without coming across as mildly depressing to say this, but like, I don't expect anyone that's watching this content to watch any of my other content. Like, And I don't say that to be like... to be depressing, or to be like, man, you guys are only here for this. This is the interest that you have. I can't fault you for not being interested in the other things that, you know, I upload or stream. I mean, it kind of falls into the same camp of, like, something I will say quite often while I'm streaming. And it's usually when people will say, like, mention in chat that, like, hey, I subscribed. It's like, that's not a requirement. If you don't like the content, don't subscribe. Like, if you don't think you'll want to see my content again, don't subscribe. There's no obligation. I'm not gonna be mad. You know? I just saw a pretty valuable butterfly. Bam. Gregarious butterfly. So I'm the one who agreed with me. It's nice that there's bugs now, but it's kind of sad that my box is almost full. I have room for 2 more things. Another butterfly. Let's see, can we get one more? Maybe a big chungo bug? I can't walk him way too fast for those, but... yeah, let's go for this beetle here. A jewel beetle. So we got a few new donations for the museum. It's been quite a long day already, and most of it has just been me rambling. I do apologize for that. It's just kind of how I be. I ramble about stuff a lot. Which is kind of a good thing. That's actually one of those things that, like, that's kind of how I had the idea of, like, man, I should, like, make YouTube videos and stuff. Was that I do just kind of talk to myself. I'm gonna head home. Yeah, I'm heading back. Let's actually let Captain sing, uninterrupted. You look like you could be one of them pro wrestlers, Steven. No, I don't. Would you really, though, Captain? Yeah, we be here. Avoiding the question, are you? I mean, I get it. just trying to make a song. And then they put some hair on your chest now, didn't it? Yar, here your fix as promised. Okay. Let's see. I know this is a donation. This. I think that's all the donations. Yeah. So let's take these up to the museum. And then I think I'll go through selling everything off camera. Because that just makes more sense to me. And we'll also stop in at the Nooklings while we're up here. That way I can go to retail on the way back. And I know I'll have space to stop at the Nooklings, so I don't potentially miss out on the Nooklings. But yeah, like, yeah, let's go to the Nooklings first. It is very much a case of, like, I do really much appreciate when you guys subscribe, and it does help me out. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it, like, doesn't help me. I just don't want any of y'all to ever feel like you have to subscribe or something. Because you don't. It's free content. I'm gonna keep making it anyway. If I haven't stopped making content yet, I'm not going to. I've been doing this off and on since 2016. If I haven't stopped now, I ain't going to. She wears lava-proof pants, is dressed for any occasion. I think that actually finishes our Vara suit. So I'm pretty sure that's the Vara suit pants. I might have to dress up as Samus. Yeah, it is Vara suit pants. Okay, this is new. I also really like the candle. I have not bought a lunar lander yet. Pretty sure, anyway. I don't think I have an exit sign yet. So, bam. I'll have to the museum now. Like, it feels weird to me always, like, any YouTuber you go to, and I know why they do it, and I can explain to you why they do it. That's always like, yeah, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And it's because saying that stuff does get more people doing it. You wouldn't think of it, but also, at the same time, how often while you're watching someone do you have the thought of, oh, am I subscribed to them? You know, oh, have I liked the video? Should I like the video? I hit the wrong button. So, like, it does make sense of why they are like that. Because it does get them more subscribers, gets them more comments, gets them more likes, which pushes them higher up into the algorithm. Which is what everyone wants. Everyone wants to be higher in the algorithm so you get more views. That's how it works. And those are things that boost your standing with the algorithm. The more likes, comments, and subscribers you get from a video, the more likely YouTube is to go, hey, people might like that. Still really nothing. Man, Kix, you don't really have all that many good shoes. And, like, consistency is also really good for the algorithm, which is also why you'll see a lot of your favorite content creators uploading at, like, the same time every day, with the same gap between videos, with, you know. Hello, Lobo. Greetings. You gonna find some new duds so you stay fashionable, Aru? Wanna talk? What's the latest? Hey, do you see anything that really catches your attention? Nah, not really. I mean, I've already had the paw print shirt. Nah, I'm good. This year's winter is shaping up to be a real cold one. If you enjoy dressing in our winter fashions, make you feel warm inside and out. Okay. Now let's head off to retail. I think I might just do a lot of this off screen, so I'll just meet you guys back probably outside our house. It occurred to me that we haven't come in to have our coffee yet. Ooh, Sky is here. Coffee smells great and tastes strong without being bitter. It's delicious. Bet you could make some amazing coffee cake with it, Airmail. Probably. Hello, Brewster. With some coffee. 1 cup, 200 bells. 1, please. Alright. Fresh brewed and piping hot. Here you are. Thanks. Thanks, Brewster. Hot, hot, hot! Now that's a good cup of coffee if you don't mind having to spend a few days recovering from it. I know that feeling. They're feeling all too well. Ooh, thank you. No problem, Brewster. Happy to buy coffee from the brewing pigeon. And named Brewing Rooster, basically. Bit of a weird name for him, if I'm honest. Yes, we have some bells so we can throw towards this public works project. Let's see. What we got now, Lloyd? 958 bells, I believe, is what... Well, no, I think it's 58 bells that the villagers have donated. I don't remember exactly how much I donated last night. Let's go... Bam. Leave myself to 20k. But yeah, that is going to be it for today. So, let us come over, hop onto our couch, watch some nature documentary, and thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Leaf Welcome Amiibo. See you all then.